Here we go again. Lord of mercy. Listen, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. This is not one of them jump up and joyful stories. This is one of them stories where you have to really sit and scratch your head or scratch your chin and be like, what in the what happened? You know what's crazy is if I start to say that it seems like a lot of Jamaican men, notice I didn't say all, I would say a lot of Jamaican men are predisposed to violence, then somebody would say, oh, stop it and stop making Jamaican men look bad. You are a Jamaican man, so why would you try to make your people look bad? But the amount of stories that we've covered over the years pertaining to this, it's like, we're scratching our heads. We're like, yo, this is crazy. Anyways, let's get into the details of this story. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV, because we normally do follow these stories all the way through to the end. We're talking about incarceration, sentencing, etc., etc. All right? Now, this story is about a Jamaican young man living in the United States of America by the name of Andre Gordon. Sound like a typical Jamaican name, right? Andre Gordon. He's 26 years old, and he's been accused of killing his stepmother, which is 52-year-old Karen Gordon. Now, if she's his stepmother and she carries his last name, that kind of tells me that she married his dad. And he has his dad's name, right? Right. So he's accused of killing his 52-year-old stepmother named Karen Gordon. He's accused of killing his little sister, 13-year-old Kara Gordon. And he's accused of killing the mother of his own two children, 25-year-old Taylor Daniel. He was captured in Trenton, New Jersey, alive. And let's get into the details because there's so much details here to cover. Listen, the story says that a man was accused of killing his stepmother, his teen sister, and the mother of his two children in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and he was captured by police in Trenton, New Jersey. He was on the run. Andre Gordon, 26. He was found walking through the streets of Trenton, New Jersey, and they said that he was trying to blend in with the crowd early Saturday evening after two separate shooting incidents that left 3 of his family members dead and two different communities across 2 states in complete shock. Now, killing the mother of his children, I don't know. Our relationships are very complicated, and some people do get pushed over the edge. But killing your little sister, that's a whole nother ball game, and I'm wondering why. So the ordeal began on Saturday around 8:30 a.m. early morning. Everybody is up having breakfast on Southern Street in Trenton, New Jersey. Sonia Hansen said that she was sitting in her car with her grandson when a man who the police later identified as Andre Gordon approached her vehicle while he was armed with a gun. And she said, and then he pulled the gun out, and my grandson seen the gun. My grandson is like 9 years old, and he jumped out of the car and ran. Damn. And then I see my grandson run, so I jumped over the car, over the seat, and then I ran to my daughter's house. Gordon stole Hansen's vehicle at gunpoint. So not only did he kill, he hijacked the vehicle at gunpoint, drove it to the home of Viewpoint Lane in Levittown, Pennsylvania, around 8:50 a.m., forced his way into the house, is what the police report says. Gordon then allegedly shot and killed his 52-year-old stepmother, Karen Gordon, as well as his 13-year-old sister, Kara Gordon, inside of that home. Three other family members, including another 13-year-old, they were also inside of the home at the time. Officials said Gordon reached for the other three family members but left after he could not find them. They said that he was searching the house trying to find the other three family members because his intention was to kill everybody in that house. So he searched for them for a little while. He couldn't find them. Boy, I don't know. God was on their side. I don't know where in that house they were hiding that he could not find them. But wherever that place was, it sure saved their lives. That man was armed and ready and made up his mind that everybody is going today. Had they not hidden and were not able to be found by him, that would have been a massacre. He shot and killed his stepmother and his sister in that house. There would have been 5 people dead instead of the 2 if he was able to locate the other 3 persons. And there is footage from a helicopter showing police rescuing the other people from that house through the second floor of the house. Now, shortly after 9 a.m., it says that he then broke into another home about 2 miles away on Edgewood Lane in Levittown. Investigators said that once inside, he then killed the mother of his 2 children, 25-year-old Taylor Daniel. Their 2 children were also inside the home as well, as Daniel's mother and a 4th family member were also in that home. Police said that he bludgeoned Daniel's mother with a weapon, and she was in the hospital in serious condition, but she is recovering. So he went in, he killed his baby moms, the mother of his 2 children, with his 2 children in the house while he was doing it, and then beat her mom. What he thought he beat her to death. But she has survived and she is recovering. Police said that Gordon then carjacked another person's car at gunpoint in the parking lot of a Dollar General store on the 1200 block of Bristol Pike in Morrisville, Pennsylvania. That driver was not injured. Apparently, when he goes up to these drivers, all he does is wave the gun, and the drivers run away from their cars. Just like the first lady said, she was sitting in her car with her 9-year-old grandson, and as soon as her grandson saw the gun, or saw Gordon holding the gun to them, he jumped out of the car and ran and left his grandmother. His grandmother said she's so scared, she jumps over the car seat from the front into the back seat, ran out the back door of the car, and ran to her daughter's house as well. So the second person car he carjacked, he did that in a Dollar General parking lot, and this person wasn't injured as well. So I guess he wasn't really on a rampage trying to kill strangers. What I'm getting from this is somebody pissed him off in some way. Maybe the family was treating him some kind of way, you understand? So he just decided that everybody has to go. And it wasn't about, some people, they'll go out and they'll shoot up in public and shoot strangers. Nah, he didn't care about strangers. This is very personal. I don't know what happened to them, but we'll keep on getting into the details of the story. Officials believe that Gordon was armed at this point with an AR-15 rifle-style weapon during the murders and the carjacking incident. So people seeing the gun and running is because it wasn't no little handgun, and it was a rifle, a military-style rifle. Everybody knows what an AR-15 looks like. If you don't know, then look it up on Google. Investigators said that they later recovered the stolen vehicle, a 2016 dark gray Honda CRV. So he ditched that vehicle. After the shootings, a shelter in place was in effect for about 3 hours in Fall Township before it was lifted. A shelter in place basically means stay right where you're at. We don't want people moving around too much right now. And that's because there's a suspect on the loose who we think is deadly and we need to get him ASAP. So just stay where you at, right? And less movement, less confusion. How he got captured in Trenton, investigators later determined that Gordon was barricaded inside of a home with other people inside the home on the 100 block of Phillip Avenue in Trenton, New Jersey. Police and SWAT team members arrived after being tipped off to his location, and they surrounded the house around 10:30 a.m. At one point, they started breaking the windows and throwing tear gas into the house, trying to get him to come out of the house. The police tried to contact Gordon inside the home, but they were unable to do so. You know when the police come and they're like, Gordon, we know you're in there. Come out with your hands up. If you don't come out in 2 minutes, we're coming in. That kind of stuff. He was unresponsive. He would not respond to them. Shortly before 3 p.m., a news camera captured the police bringing people out of the second floor window of the home and then down a ladder to their safety. So this was quite a standoff because they've surrounded the house around 10:30 a.m. and the standoff lasted until 3 p.m. At some point, investigators learned that Gordon was no longer inside of the house, however. He was at the house at one point, but before they were able to establish their perimeters, Gordon was gone. Damn. And this was from Trenton Police Director Stephen Wilson. Said at some point, we did receive information that the suspect may be out on the streets already and no longer in the house. So he was moving pretty fast and they were pretty slow. Gordon was later found by the police unarmed, no gun, no knives, no nothing on him, just walking around on New York Avenue in Trenton, New Jersey around 5 p.m. After all this, the Trenton Police Department, they were the ones who apprehended him. When they grabbed him, he was identified. Marissa Rodorfino said she witnessed the whole arrest. She said that they had guns drawn, all their guns were drawn, but the guy didn't have any weapons on him, so he just got down. But then he started getting up again, but then they got him down again. And then they just shackled him, tackled him, and shackled him. Police have not yet determined how long Gordon was walking around in Trenton before he was captured. They also have not yet recovered the weapon that they said he might have had with him, which is the AR-15 rifle. Neighbors in Trenton told the news station that we're shocked. We are absolutely shocked. An alleged murder suspect was walking through this community for what may have been several hours. It was actually kind of crazy that he wasn't even in the house that we went to. Gordon is currently in custody at Trenton Police Headquarters and will later be extradited back to Pennsylvania. It's crazy that people in Trenton, New Jersey would say that they're shocked that a killer is walking around in their community. Trenton, New Jersey? Man, let me do that on another video, but go look up just for yourself. Google crime and violence in Trenton, New Jersey, and you'll see what I'm saying. Back to this story now. The police also said that of all the people inside of that home on Phillips Avenue, everybody was good. They were all accounted for, and no one was injured in that particular home. Now, Gordon is currently homeless. and has ties to Trenton, New Jersey, the officials said. What it seems like is his family kicked him out of the house. He had been living on the streets. He has issues with his baby moms, and his baby moms went back to her mom's house, and they probably don't like him either, so he wasn't allowed to stay over there either. So he is out on the streets. So everybody has turned their backs on him who's family, and he snapped. And he was like, okay, F it. I'm gonna go get everybody. The police did not reveal whether or not he has a criminal record or a possible motive for what he did. They also have not yet revealed if he has a mental health history or substance abuse issues. Is he on drugs? Because somebody got to be on drugs to be doing all this, right? Or got to have mental health issues to just snap, kill your stepmoms, kill your sister, your little sister, kill, just beat your mother-in-law to death, kill the mother of your two children. You can't be right in the head. But for him, there's no immediate thing that jumps out that says, oh, he suffers from schizophrenia, or he has a history of mental health issues, or he has a history of substance abuse. He does heroin, crack, coke, whatever, methamphetamine. We don't know. There's none of that revealed about him as yet. Now, on social media, state representatives said that Buck County St. Patrick's Day parade scheduled to be held Saturday morning had to be canceled due to this emergency situation. The Oxford Valley Mall, Sesame Place, Philadelphia, and a Target store in Longhorn were also closed during this ordeal. It was some lock your doors, stay in place, or shelter in place, don't move, dangerous man on the loose. Levittown residents told news reporters that their neighborhood is normally safe around here. We don't see anything like this around here. Saturday's ordeal was just crazy for us. We have block parties out here every year. People come out, we play music, we enjoy ourselves, we eat food, we have bouncy houses for the kids. They play together, blocks on blocks on blocks of people. This is not the type of place for this, right? And all the neighbors here, we all know each other. The camaraderie in this community is real, very real, and very good. Guess what? Another neighbor said he witnessed Gordon driving in one of the stolen vehicles, and then he just ran inside his home. I entered my home and closed my door, but I did see him. But the police report was already out, and they were already on him. Another one says, as I was in the middle of the street, I've seen this silver car coming at a really high rate of speed. It had to be driving about 60. And I saw the car parked in front of the house up the street, about 6 houses up from mine. And I saw a guy get out of the car and he ran into the house. Neighbors said that they often saw Gordon and Kara Gordon walking their dog, and also recognized Andre Gordon from occasional visits. Wow. They normally saw the mom, which is his stepmom, and his sister, his teenage sister, walking their dogs through the neighborhood, or walking their dog through the neighborhood. And the people in the community also recognize him because he didn't live there, but he would visit often. I don't know if I've actually processed this yet, because I know these family members, said one person. This is wild. Kara Gordon was actually a student at Charles Boehm Middle School in Yardley, Pennsylvania, according to the Pennsbury School District Superintendent, who is Dr. Thomas Smith. Now, they released a statement and said, it is with great sorrow that I inform you of the tragic loss of an 8th grade student from Boehm Middle School who occurred in connection with the events of today. This is what Mr. Smith wrote in the letter to the school community. And then he said, we extend our deepest condolences to the family for their loss. Smith said that counselors will be available at the school for students, for family members, and for staff members on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again at the school location, as well as for students and staff on Monday. Man, listen, the end result is, yes, he is Jamaican. I don't know what the dynamics of the family is that caused him to act out in this way, but I'll tell you this. Going to school, studying mental health and human development and all that, one thing that sticks with me now is this. The onset of mental health issues normally become prominent around the age of where he is right now. So about 24 heading into 25, and from there to 30 is where onset of mental health issues become prominent. You might see little signs of it, and some people might have early onset in like their late teens going into young adulthood, but around 25 is where it becomes prominent, right? So I don't know if he's having a mental health issue, crisis, breakdown, or what the case may be. But again, no normal person rationalizes handling any problems by thinking, let me kill my stepmom and then kill my little sister too. I don't know where his dad is at, but his dad escaped. Let me kill my stepmom, kill my little sister too, and then let me bludgeon my mother-in-law to death, and then let me kill the mother of my two children and leave my children with no parents. That's not a normal chain of thinking. So obviously something was off in his rockers, and I hope he gets help. He's not dead. He's in custody. Man, I'll close this video by saying this. Look at your people good. Don't be somebody that just say, you all right? All right then. All right, later. How you doing? You good? All right, bye. You know, when people ask you, how you doing? You good? They ask you and they answer at the same time for you. So you don't even have a chance to say, boy, I'm not doing too good. You know, I'm stressed out. People really don't want to hear it. But if you care about people, man, the persons you care about, I'm not saying you have to care about everybody, but the persons you care about, sometimes they're at their breaking point, and sometimes they're probably sizing you up for the kill too, and you don't even know it. Be careful out here and pay attention to your people is the only message I could think about leaving you with on this video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace. Alright, my SouFLoTV audience. Anybody who knows me knows that I come from the rural parts of Jamaica where it's dark in those hills. And from I was a child until now, government still has not installed any street lights in some of the darkest corners of Jamaica. But guess what? We are doing it for ourselves. Just link up with Soninka Limited, because these solar powered street lights are powerful. They are commercial grade, remote controlled, they are waterproof, and did I mention that they are solar powered? So you don't have to wait on JPS, you don't have a bill to pay. These are powered by God's Son. Yes, and you stay on the ground and you remote control it to the brightness of your liking and all these things. Light up your lanes and streets and farms and corners and areas and be safe. All the information needed is on the screen, and Soninka deals with your installation and everything. Call them right now and get yourself out of the darkness and into the light, and tell them that SouFLoTV sent you. All right? All right.